Believe, achieve, and succeed. Nothing is out of reach. I want you to watch this video all the way to the end, please. It covers a number of things that are vitally important for each and every one that has ever decided that they want to be in shape, that they want to be fit. And now, with lockdowns around the world, it's more important than ever. Now, I'm not AXA. As you can see, what you're going to see today is a little different. I'm Chuck, the founder of Perfect Balance Fitness International. And everything that you see AXA do didn't just happen by accident. The fitness that you see her have, the development that exists within her body, is something that is reality. It's not something that is phony. When she started, she was overweight. She was not what you would call the most healthy girl in the world. Bad habits, like most of the people today. And yet, in 2 months, she had miraculously dropped 20.75 inches off of her body. But she didn't do that in 5-minute sessions, as many people today are telling you as you're locked up. Oh, you can just exercise for 5-10 minutes and follow us on these different exercises and do these rapid things and you'll be fine. Doesn't work that way. COVID-19 has changed the whole system for all of us. You've got to be able to understand why we do the things we do. And that's what I want to do today. AXA's unable to be here because it happens to be a problem. So I'm here to do this. I know that many of you don't understand fully English, so it might be a little difficult for you to understand some of it. But please, watch this to the end. 70% of your health is determined by what you can believe and what you put into your body. If you're feeding your body wrong, you're never going to build the immunity that you need to have at this time to fight off any and all diseases that would try to attack you. Now, your body is made up of many different systems. We teach those systems here. We don't just let you come and exercise and work out and say, well, I guess you'll not make it, or hey, you can do this, you can do this. No, we don't do that. We want you to understand why we do the things we do. We want you to understand how your body functions. You're not just a skeleton, but your skeletal system is there. And that is one thing that has to be built and worked upon. Your health of your skeleton. All the blood in your body is made in those bones. Every one of them, all of them. Your circulatory system, the blood system in your body. You've got red blood cells, white blood cells, you've got platelets, you've got blood clotting, you've got all these different things going on within your blood. But your blood has got to be healthy and it's got to be fed. If you don't, you have no immunity. Your white blood cells are what build and carry your immunity. If you don't feed them right, they can't build that defense that your body needs. Your immune system is what will keep you fit and healthy for life. If you think that you can just eat and put whatever you want in your body and have the kind of life that you want, you're fooling yourself. It won't happen. You see, I have a weight vest hanging on my body right now. Let's say I'm normally 80 kg or 180 pounds, and I do different things, all right? But let's say I have lost 20 pounds. Then what? Am I capable of doing what I could do before? But let's say I'm light, and I put this on, and I work with it, then what happens? I'm carrying extra weight. When I take it off, it's easier for me to do the things I do. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Whether you take a jump rope, and you jump rope with it. What happens? If you're wearing a weight vest and you're used to doing it without, you have problems. But if you work out with a weight vest all the time, you can keep going, on and on. Why? Because you're building total strength within your body. The weight vest is simply an addition. I don't have to have a weight vest, I don't have to use it, but it has an advantage. Now, we have many, many different types of things that are going on. We have all different people who are saying, we're better than you, we're better than you, we can do this, we can do that, we can do this. What are they? What are the different things? CrossFit. What about CrossFit? CrossFit is designed literally in the type of things that farmers used to do. I grew up basically on a farm, and in a farming community most of the time, and in a logging community. What are you doing? You start out with chores. In the summertime, we would be throwing 120-pound bales up onto trucks, time and time and time again. You get used to doing things with a physical body, but they're natural things. And so CrossFit was designed to take the things that you normally did in life and put it into a situation. So you see people carrying heavy jugs and everything else. That builds certain things. CrossFit basically uses your entire body. What about cross-training? What's cross-training? Cross-training is different sports. So if you compete in this sport, compete in this sport, compete in this sport, compete in this sport, you're using different muscles, different parts of your body. That's important. What about calisthenic fitness? Calisthenic fitness basically uses the majority of what you use in every single muscle in your body. It goes to gymnastics. So you see gymnastic people competing with weightlifters or competing with bodybuilders and everything else. And they say, no, I'm better, no, I'm better, no, I'm better. That doesn't make any sense. The truth of the fact is, unless you tailor every aspect of your body to function so that your body is functioning and building what it needs to build, all you're doing is you're doing one thing. Your muscles aren't the total aspect. The muscles are what you give the look. They give you that structural look, that beauty that you want and everything else. But you've got to have healthy blood. You're not just having muscles that you can see. All of these muscles, if you can see this a little closer, you'll notice they're all cross sections. They all cover one another. And every muscle in your body is important. We do a lot of different types of stretches. You've seen Axel do some of them. We do most of the things for total perfection in building your body to where you are not simply an individual that looks good. You're an individual that is good. Okay, that may sound funny, but that's what I mean. You literally, when you've got balance to where you've got coordination, you can do whatever, that's what's important. If you have no balance, you find it very difficult to walk. The older you get, the more difficult it is to have that. If you have simply isolated as a bodybuilder and built certain large muscles, then you have nothing. Your knees blow out, your legs blow out, something happens, your spine goes, and then what do you got? You got nothing. But if you have been used to using every aspect of your body, you can be there, you can have the balance, you can work the muscles, and your knees get stronger, not weaker. Your body gets stronger, not weaker. You're able to do these different things. Now, people say, oh, well, let's just do this. Yeah, I can get sweaty, I can build it up, but am I doing a lot? No. I'm doing something, I'm moving part of my body, but can I breathe? Oxygen utilization is one of the most important things you can do to keep yourself healthy. Aerobic versus anaerobic. What's the difference? Aerobic energy is what you see when you are rapidly doing things. Like say you're jumping jump rope for 1,000 times, or you're punching a punching bags for 4,000 times. You're doing things that are speed. You're running. You're running distances. What's the difference between a distance runner and a sprint runner? A sprint runner has to learn how to utilize that oxygen. You don't have to just breathe. You've got to be able to make it count. So, we deep breathe. You learn to deep breathe. What do I mean? You take in the oxygen. And you breathe it out. You see Asa do this a lot. But she's not just doing it between sets. She's doing it when she's doing the exercise. When she's down doing leg lifts, and she's lying on her back, and she's there. The reason she can go an hour is she is breathing deeply all the time. You see her with upper body weights, doing the weights in different positions. Why? They pull different muscles at different times. You're doing all the exercises, you do it, and it's all there. But she's got to breathe deeply. If she's panting and having difficult breathing, she can't last very long. But if she's deeply breathing deeper and deeper and deeper, all the time, she's feeding oxygen into the cells in her body, and the strength is there. She's not putting it out. She's keeping it going. She's got the balance. She's got the endurance. She's got what she needs. The reason she's got it is she worked for it. She didn't work out 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. We're doing 30-minute videos to try and get you something that you can do. Now, lots of people are doing 10, 15-minute videos, or they do an exercise for 30 seconds, and that's as far as it goes. If you've got no proper breath, if you don't have that endurance, you don't have it. You can't do that. If you've got the endurance, you can go 3, 4, 5 hours straight. I can come down here, and lots of times I do, when we've got students, and I will work out with every class. If you don't keep at it, you lose it. I'm 76 years old, and I can still do virtually everything I could do when I was a teenager, and when I was in my 30s, when I was at my mass time, when I was large and big. The things that count are what make the difference between lasting and not lasting. Why do I do this? Why do I have diet plans for everybody? What do you mean, everybody? Well, are you a vegetarian? I've got a plan. Are you a non-vegetarian? I've got a plan. Are you a partial vegetarian? I've got a plan. Yeah, not everything do I consider perfect, but the thing is, I can take and put the proper amount of protein in your body, the proper amount of carbohydrates in your body, good carbohydrates, not simple carbs that just turn to sugar, but good carbohydrates that your body needs, and the proper fats. There are good fats, there are bad fats. We teach all of this. You've got to understand your digestive system. You've got to realize that there are certain things you can put in your body and certain things you can't. And there are certain organs that are put in your body to properly digest the things and also keep your immune system functioning properly. Look, it's not a joke. COVID-19 attacks what? It attacks your respiratory system. It attacks your immune system. AIDS, which there's still no cure for, attacks what? Your immune system. Your immune system. What do you have? We've got no immunity, you got a problem. Many blood diseases. What is the problem? The immune system. They've killed the immunity that's there. Proper food and proper exercise are what are going to give you that staying factor to stand up against the things that you're afraid of right now today. Now, I'm not saying that the fear is not real. Fine. If you are unhealthy, the fear is real. If you don't have a strong immune system, the fear is real. You might as well admit it. Yeah, you can catch it. But fear drives you the wrong way. Faith is what counts. You've got to be able to say, hey, I'm going to stand against this. I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be fit. But you can't do it in 5 minutes a day or sitting and watching the videos as they exercise. That doesn't work. You've got to work out with what's there. And you can't say, I just don't have the time. Baloney. Everybody has the time. Right now, people have far more time than they've ever had. In fact, I've got so much time, it's absolutely driving me crazy because I can't do the things that I need to do. So again, I'm trying to write books, but then I get sidetracked. It's difficult for people to live in a situation where all they have in front of them is their computer or their cell phone, and they're going to see on what somebody else is doing, trying to entertain themselves instead of doing what will make them healthy. I want you healthy. I want you to understand what it truly means to be a strong, healthy individual. Now I'm going to show you a little, let me go over this quickly. The nervous system, vitally important. We go and understand that. Your digestive system, vital. Your respiratory system, boy, if you don't have that functioning right, you're going to have lung disease, you're going to have all kinds of problems. And if you're putting the wrong things into your body, you're going to end up with a pot, or you're going to end up with sclerosis of the liver, or you're going to end up with something else that can take your life. Now, proper food, proper nourishment is important. Your muscular system, if you don't tailor all the muscles inside, it doesn't matter what the look is on the outside. You've lost it. Now, there are certain ways and certain things that people can do. Okay? What about spot reducing? Can that happen? Yeah, but you're not burning what you think you're burning. That doesn't work. But here, I've got 3 things, 3 bands. One's an extra heavy, one's a heavy, one's a medium heavy. 3 bands. Now, these bands basically can benefit you. There's other ways you can do it, but they can benefit you. If you take one band, let's say the ultra heavy one here. And I would put it on my legs in different positions. I then am using different parts of my body. So I bring it clear up here. Am I exercising the bottom? No. But I can do it from here, and I'm opening up my hips, and I'm exercising these muscles, but I'm not exercising all of them. If I take these, and then I take the other one, and I put the little one down there, then I've got to function with every muscle. Now the same thing's true. If I put these bands on my arms, why am I using this? This is a demonstration just to show you. If I put them up here, the ultra heavy, I'm using the ultra heavy to force my shoulders. Now if I just do that, the rest of my arms are doing nothing. So I'm building certain muscles. Bodybuilders build big muscles. That's all they're building. They aren't building the muscles inside. The exercises you see Axel do, the exercises I would normally do, instead of just doing this demonstration, basically you would see every muscle inside, outside being used. Now, if I take the next one, and I put it there, now my upper shoulders and my arms, my upper arms, are getting exercised. My forearms, my fingers, my wrists, they're getting nothing. But if I do this, I put this one here, now my wrist, my elbows, my upper arms, my shoulders are getting all used. And my chest muscles are being used because I'm putting the force all the way across. Now, if I do this at the same time, I'm putting extreme force on all of my muscles, from my chest to my neck, to my upper back, my shoulders, my biceps, my triceps, my forearms, my wrists. Now, this is just showing you what can be done with the bands. The reason I'm using these is to demonstrate the fact that all the exercises that we do, all the exercises that UCX do, are done to develop every muscle and every cell in your body. Why? Because of the fact that if you don't, you're limited. I don't want you limited in life. I want you to be able to face anything that comes your way and be able to handle it. Now, if you've never put a band on your shoulders like this, it would be, oh, I'm through. Yeah, and yet I can do this. I can do this all day. Why? Not because I'm Superman, because I'm not. I'm a 76-year-old man, but I have tailored and developed my body from day one. It's important that we understand that what we do determines where we're going, how we're going, and what the end result is. Do you want health and fitness? Do you want to be able to overcome everything you face in life? Do you want to succeed in what you want to do in life? Or do you just want to sit back at the couch and, I guess it's over. Oh, well, it was fun while it lasted. Yeah, that's the problem. Fun while it lasted. No, that's not what life is all about. Life is about being all you can be, being fit to the very end, being able to do whatever you need to do. Now, let's get down. Come on, let's do something. How about push-ups? What do push-ups do? I showed you a while back what each push-up does in the muscles that they tailor in your body. I can put that weight vest on, go over there and climb the rope. With the weight vest, it's a little harder after a few times. But if I'm underweight, man, I can fly at that thing because I'm not having to lift as much weight as I was before. So, I can go up that without it, or I can go up that with it. If you're overweight, it takes a little more strength. Growing up on a farm, I can take my calf, pick that calf up, pick it up day after day. Then as it got to be a little larger, bulldog it, put it down on the ground, to where when that bull weighed 1,250 pounds, and he came up behind me with his horns and butted me in the pasture, I turned around, took one look, and I looked at him, and he shook his head. I walked over and grabbed his horns, popped him to the ground. Why? Because I'd done it from the time he was little. He shook his head and looked at me, and then walked away. I knew he was a danger to the neighborhood, and so I had to finally get rid of him. But the fact is this: if you do something right in the beginning, you can do it in the end. If you don't do it right, you never will. If I do push-ups and I get down and I'm just going down like this, now I'm working my shoulders. Yeah, I'm working my thumb and my fingers a little bit, but I'm not really doing anything. But if I go down and up and down, then up, and down. And let's say I stop partway up. Can I go up the rest of the way? Sure I can. Why? Because I've done it. I've done it over and over. If you don't do the things we give you to do, you'll never build the strength that you see Axa have. Axa is not a superwoman. She has become that by working out. Look. See this? When Axa began, that was Axa. And she shortly went to that, and to that, and to that, and what you see today. And Jamin came here, was here for a short time. He's now, except for lockdown, he's unable to do what he needs to do to be able to be ready for the military. But that body didn't happen overnight. He worked hard. He did the things he needed to do. He learned not only his body parts, his nervous system and how it functions and acts, his digestive system, what he should put in it and not, respiratory system, how to breathe, how to have your lungs clear and pure, how to utilize oxygen, his muscular system, the muscles you don't see, the muscles you do see, his skeletal system, the strength of the bone.